Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
A Q Media Group production.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Andy Beckstrom.
Well, thank you, sports fans. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Ogilvie, getting set for tonight's matchup in the Great River Conference. Glad you could join us for the broadcast tonight, FM 106.5, as well as YouTube stream number 2. Go ahead and head on over to youtube.com, search for Q Media Sports 2, and that's where we'll be able to find the pictures and video of tonight's matchup. Pine City and Ogilvie, we're going to get our pregame underway here from the Ogilvie Gymnasium when we return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Ogilvie as we count down the clock towards the opening set of tonight's matchup between the Ogilvie Lions and the Pine City Dragons. Pine City has moved off the court. Ogilvie out there right now getting their last few warm-up hits from the service line in there as we see the ball go back and forth for both teams. We are just about set for the open of tonight's matchup. We'll get our national anthem, we'll get our starting lineups, then we'll get going on the night. Coming into tonight, Ogilvie 9-7 on the year. They are 4-1 in conference play and 5-3 in section play. Having a pretty good year, above average season here for the Ogilvie Lions. They kind of a struggle the last handful of years, but they are really playing well as of late, led by Cadence Pierce. It plays all six. She sets, she hits, she does everything. Very, very talented. But they also got a lot of bright future ahead as well, as they also have freshman Josie Bitts out there as well. Has been playing very well throughout the course of the season. On the other side of Pine City Dragons, a little bit down from what they've been over the last handful of years. They are 3-15 in the year, 3-4 in conference play, 1-3 in section play. Their wins are over the top of Bram, East Central, and Aiken. They have lost 6 of their last 7. They were 0-5 in the Chisago Lakes tourney and 0-4 in the Farmington tourney. They have another tournament coming up this weekend at ESCO. So kind of a tough night there for the Pine City Dragons when they get into tournament play, but they've been able to have a little bit of success in conference play, hoping for more of that tonight. Ogilvie, on the other hand, they have won 4 of their last 6. They split 2-2 in the Crosby Ironton tourney. They have a tournament coming up in Mora this weekend as well. Last time these two teams played, it was a 3-0 victory for the Pine City Dragons. Next matchup, the final game of the year will be just in a couple of weeks here on the 14th, so only 2 weeks left of the season. It has gone fast for pretty much everybody. Pine City's won 11 straight in this matchup between these two squads. Ogilvie's last win over the top of Pine City came in, 9/24 of, I believe, 2012, a 3-2 victory over the top of Pine City. Otherwise, they had lost 14 out of their last 15 against Pine City, basically playing once a year. So that's what the Ogilvie Lions are up against tonight. Pine City hoping to be able to keep that streak intact, and of course Ogilvie hoping to be able to break that streak and keep the successful season going on the court here on their home court. We're going to get our national anthem and then our starting lineups and get the first serve going when we return back here to Ogilvie on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Wellia Health, one of your WCMP sports boosters. Want to appreciate them for being a part of this and all of the broadcasts that we have had the pleasure of being able to bring you through the course of this fall season. The fall season, as I mentioned, wearing down very quickly. We just got a couple weeks left before we hit the MEA break. As the 14th is the last matchup for both of these squads, and then coming into the 15th is the last week for football, and then we get our way into playoffs as quite the unseasonably warm temperatures for fall, but it's been quite the finish through the year. Taking a look at our starting lineups for tonight. Pine City Dragons are going to go with Taylor Heine, Shayla Johnson, Tegan Rosinski, Lexi Rydberg, Allie Tollefson, and Taylor Tollefson. Libero will be Addison Roberts in the wearing a number 12 jersey, but listed as number 14 on the roster. So that's what she'll be listed as out on the court. For the Lions, don't exactly have the deepest of benches, but they do have a couple of bench players and a libero, so 9 dressing for tonight. Josie Bitts, Sophia Halverson, and Bailey Parsons set up front right now. I believe Parsons is going to be the one that will come out for the libero, Becca Burgraff. Nope, correction, that one's going to be number 9, Gabby Vanderplat, says Parsons will stay on the court. Also on the court out there is going to be Ruby Beyer and, of course, the aforementioned Cadence Pierce that we talked about before. Ogilvie looks like they're going to start things off here in set number 1. As we get that adjusted here. And the ball is in the air. Across it comes now for the Dragons. They are able to get down, play back up to the front, but not over. And it'll be a 1-0 start here for Ogilvie. Again, Ogilvie have not beat these Dragons in the last 11 meetings, going back to 2013. That ball is going to be a left-handed shot down the lane by Allie Tollefson. Punched over by Becker Burgraff. Played up now by the Dragons over to the near side, and a swing on this near outside by Alexi Rydberg is going to go into the net, and it'll be a 2-0 start for the Lions. Beyer to serve, left to right, up and over it goes here in their black jerseys, orange trim, white numerals. Punched back over on the little tap across. Tried to sneak that one in, but right there to be able to get that one was the Dragons. Set far side, left-handed swing, pushed over by Allie Tollefson, and it's going to fall in on the far side. Just found a little bit of space to be able to drop in, and the first point for the Dragons will drop in. Pine City in their black uniforms, same as the Lions. Both have white numerals, the difference being the green trim all over the place for the Pine City Dragons. Ball up to the front. It's going to be over the near side now. Parsons flipped that one over. It's going to be up by the libero Roberts. Pop back over now by Rosinski. Far side will go. Big swing on that far side by Halverson, but it goes into the net. Kind of sat back on that one a little bit and didn't let it travel all the way to her. And it goes into the net. Back to serve once again. Lexi Rydberg from right to left. Tumbling serve comes across up by Parsons. Back set over to the far side. Bitts outside, and then she'll move to the inside. Sends that one across. Dug out by the Dragons. That one down the line. That one's going to be a nice kill right down the line by Taylor Tollefson. And after a 2-0 start for the Lions, the Dragons have scored the last 3 straight. Rydberg down, hits the tape, and it just trickles over. Coach Donnie says win the tape, and Lexi Rydberg wins that one. That's more of a reference to my volleyball more than anything. Pine City coached by Lisa Noss-Tollefson, assisted by Rhea Bloomquist. Ogilvie Lions, Pam Nichols. That one got a little cut shot by Bailey Parsons, knocked up in the air in the back row by the Dragons. Nice swing on the near side by Tollefson. Burgraff had a beat on it, but her foot kind of gave out a little bit, and that'll be a kill for the Dragons, who now lead it 5-2. Again, the Lions have not beat the Dragons in quite some time, but the record's much different this year than what they have been in the past, as Ogilvie 9-7 and Pine City 3-15. That one goes into the net, and it'll be now Parsons to serve. Left, right, slides that one across. Up in the back row, back set over to the far side for Tollefson. Got real close to the net. Not sure that Pierce got a piece of that one or not, but nonetheless, even if she did, it was going to be pushed right down into the hands of Tollefson. Not much they could do with that one. Ball comes across, and an ace for Parsons. Parsons sent that one over, and just a diving ball, a little bit too short. That'll be an ace. It'll tie things up at 5. This one's going to be a little bit long. Pine City retakes the lead. Rasinski comes out and replaced, I believe, by Shayla Johnson. Bitts is going to set this one, sets it over for Pierce, who just punches that one across over to the near side. That one's going to be off a block. Good tool shot there by Taylor Tollefson, just using that block to her advantage. Back to serve for the Dragons, Tegan Rasinski. That one be pushed across on the far side by Halverson, dug out by the Dragons. Burgraff able to get that one out. Nice reach there by Halverson to be able to get a piece of that one. That one it comes across, up by Byer. Set, far side, Pierce sets her feet down the line, diving after that one and unable to get it are the Dragons. Good back and forth there between the Dragons and the Lions, but Cadence Pierce, if she gets a good set and gets her feet good and wound up, she can put it away with the best of them. Becca Burgraff now, left-handed serve will come across. Lobs across there and pop back across by Taylor Tollefson, up by Byer. Set, far side, Pierce hammers this one. Any touch at the line? No. That one kind of went straight over. Didn't have any tumble to it, didn't have any downward plane, really. Sometimes you try to tool that, kind of like Tollefson did on the last play. You just play it off their hands, not even trying to hit it in, but that one well deep. This one up into the ceiling, rattling around, and fighting that one off is going to be Schultz. Over for Pierce, and Pierce puts it away. It's a good job by Schultz to be able to track that one. Just get an idea of where it's going to be and settle underneath it. Don't have to do too much with it, just kind of be in that area. As Bitch drops back to serve. This one's going to be a little bit long. I'm going to give it right back over to the Dragons. 2-point lead, 9-7 here, set number one. Dragons rotating players. Back in is Lexi Rydberg, play outside. Serve comes across, Bitts, good soft hands, but it comes into the net. And off the net, it'll be a point for the Dragons. Serve comes across and returned by Pierce. Good hard hit into the back row, played back across by Allie Tollefson. Set into the middle, back row, Rydberg. That one goes a little bit off the tape, just a little bit. Nice soft set over the far side. Burgraff will punch that one across. Goes into the middle, set by Heine. Little tip down the line and able to find a little bit of room just in front of Mia Schultz. And it's an 11-7 lead for the Pine City Dragons. Stepping up on that one, Rydberg sends this one to the back line, and just correction, that's Taylor Tollefson on that one. Sent that one to the back line, just a hair long. 11-8 with Cadence Pierce now moving to the back row. She'll be in the back row to serve here, but she's going to move up rapidly to be able to set, so she'll be the first one to receive the ball potentially. That one's going to be an ace for her, as she is very, very good at just about everything that she does. Makes that one 11-9 in favor of the Dragons. Tumbling serve comes across, going to be up by the libero Roberts. Over to the near side, swing by Rydberg, and dug out nicely by the Lions. But over the far side, it went for Bailey Parsons, and just didn't have her timing under that one, and hits that one into the net. Roberts to serve. Dragon libero. Ruby Byer fights that one out. That was going to be punched across. Nice hit by Vanderplatz. Returned nicely there by the Dragons as it was going to be low. Ruby Byer to the back row. Popped up in the middle. Heine over to the middle hitter, Rydberg. Back set comes for Byer to the back corner. Nicely played up by Tollefson. Over to the near side, Rydberg. Down the line. Deep. No touch on the way through. Dragons were reaching around, looking around, hoping to be able to get a net touch somewhere. But none will come, and it'll be a 12-10 lead still for the Dragons, but the Lions get it back. Vanderplaat sends this one across. Heine into the middle. A little tap over. Smart play by Ryasinski. Just court vision to be able to find that open spot and tap it to that little open edge just behind that double block. Heine, good hard jump serve, and it just gets by bits. Tried to reach out for it, but couldn't quite get her hands on it. 14-10, now a 4-point lead. We'll keep an eye on Coach Pam Nichols here on the bench for the Ogilvie Lions. I don't think we're quite ready for a timeout yet. That one, Bitts able to get a piece of that one, but when she tried to move out of the way, ended up getting the way of Bitts, who was trying to come up and help, and we are going to get a timeout for the Lions. 15-10 is the Dragon lead here in set number 1. We'll be back on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Lee's Pro Shop over in Pine City. It's where I got my Letterman's jacket many, many years ago. Still have that hanging in my closet somewhere. I don't really use it very much, but still have it from Lee's Pro Shop. Back to the action we go, and a big hit on the near side. Rydberg puts it right through the hands of Josie Bitts. And the run continues, 16-10 in favor of the Dragons here on a Sports Tuesday. Beautiful afternoon out there here in the state of Minnesota. Ball comes across, diving up there by Burgraff, comes right back over, up by Roberts. Heine's going to back set over to the far side. Tollefson blocked at the net. Set over right close to the net. Heine just sends that over. Set into the middle. Byer trying to be able to find an open spot, up by Heine. Roberts over to the near side. Rydberg down the line. Out, no touch on the way through. 16-11 now in favor of the Dragons. Ruby Byer to serve. Enters your screen and sends that one across. Set over to the near side. Left-handed shot from an awkward angle there by Tollefson, but able to get that one across. And it's going to be a cut shot on the cross angle. And that one's just a little bit wide on the edge. Rydberg will continue to serve here for the Pine City Dragons. Up on the near side, a little miscommunication there as Halverson and Pierce kind of ran into each other. (18-11), the Dragons continue to lead. That one set up towards the front of the net. Parsons pops that one across. Heine up with it. Over to the near side. And Tollefson and Rydberg kind of looked at each other, and I've had that feeling on the court before where you kind of look at each other assuming the other one's going to get it and ends up dropping right in between the two of you. So it'll be Parsons back to serve. This one's going to be the back line, and that one kind of a bullet dodge there for the Dragons as a couple of players kind of looked at each other and it fell right behind them and it ended up being long. Dragons have opened up now a 19-12 lead here over the top of the Lions. Down up by Burgraff. Set far side. Cadence Pierce, a little cross court and wide on that shot. And things have kind of fallen apart here for the Lions in game set number 1. Again, Lions come in 9-7. Pine City comes in 3-15. This would be I guess, considered kind of a mild upset in the big school, small school conference split. You would still consider this to be a pretty good match, but the Lions kind of all out of sorts, and Coach Nichols taking another timeout. 21-12 is the lead for the Pine City Dragons. We'll be back here to Ogilvie on WCMP.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Pine Technical and Community College is turning 60. Are you an alumni or friend of the college? Join us for an all-class reunion and the grand opening of our brand new Tech and Trades Labs, Friday, October 10th. Reconnect with classmates, explore state-of-the-art learning spaces, and celebrate 6 decades of changing lives in our community. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 10th. In PTCC's brand new automotive lab. Details and RSVP at pine.edu/60 years. See you there.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Ogilvie as the run continues here for the Dragons. They lead it now by 10, 22-12. And I think for Coach Nichols, the conversation is try to get yourselves out of your heads, but at this point, just try to get some momentum going for the next set. That one's going to be pushed across there by Tollefson. Set outside for Pierce. Sets her feet. Down ball nicely played on the puck side. Off the ceiling. And it'll have to be just popped back across there by the Dragons. Up front it comes. Set into the middle. Bitts. Big swing. Rolls the tape and it falls over. Bitts hits it again, but I think it hit the ceiling on that one, so it'll be Ogilvie ball. 22-13 now as Becca Burgraff, left-handed serve, will come back to it. Ball comes across up in the back row. Heine pops it over to the near side. It's going to be sent across by Tollefson. Back it'll come Cadence Pierce off a block, and Cadence Pierce trying to take over this game. Nice set there by Mia Schultz right on the money. And she's able to put that one away. Again, as I mentioned, you give a good set right to her into her wheelhouse. Almost better than anybody in the area. And that one's going to be an ace now for Burgraff. And we talked a little bit about trying to be able to build some momentum towards the next set. I think that's what the Lions are starting to be able to do a little bit now. It also helps getting Pierce back in the front row. That one's going to be down the line. Byer got a piece of it, but couldn't get any air underneath it. And it'll be 23-15 in favor of the Pine City Dragons. Again, trying to be able to keep this dominant run that they have had going. That one's going to be out of bounds on the serve. Over the last 15 years, Ogilvie's only won this matchup once. That was 11 years ago. Heine with the quick tap across. Byer right there for it off of the block from Vanderplots. And back it'll come, and right down the corner it'll go as Pierce went with a cross-court winner and able to find the measure on the edge. 23-17, these Lions not done yet. Josie Bitts will have it, the freshman. I don't know that they have her height listed, but she is starting to get close to that 6-foot mark. But talking with Coach Nichols before, plays very smart as well. Usually freshmen, it tends to be kind of still learning the game to a certain extent. But Josie Bitts has proven her knowledge to be beyond her years. That one's going to be a kill, though, for the Dragons. This one will come across now from Tollefson to the back row. Burgraff will call it. It'll go up off the ceiling, and that will do it. 25-17, your final score after one set, as Pine City wins that one over the top of the Ogilvie Lions here in Ogilvie. We'll come back. We're set number 2 and Redcap set number 1 where we return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Pine Insurance Agency, one of your WCMP sports boosters. Andy Beckstrom on hand. Back here in Ogilvie, game number 1 goes to the Dragons, 25-17. As we get set to start the second set, the Dragons will lead things off. It's going to be Heine that'll serve it from right to left. Here, and the ball comes over. It's going to be up by Josie Bitts in the back row. Back set by Pierce over to the near side. Ruby Beyer down the line. Sends that one to the back row. Dug out nicely by Tollefson. Up over the top of a block. Pierce will set. Halverson a little tip shot across. Heine up with that one. Set over to the near side now. Roberts pushed across by Rydberg. Pierce into the middle now. Berggraf pops that one across. Roberts will set once again. Far side now. Big swing by Tollefson, but it's going to be deep. And the first point of the game in the second set goes to the Ogilvie Lions. Ruby Beyer will drop back to serve. Ball comes across. Quick touch across. Beautifully done there. Pierce dove after it, and Bailey Parsons able to get just enough on it to get it back over. That one up in the air. Berggraf calls for it. Hits the tape, and it trickles over. Sometimes it pays to be lucky. And that one sent just high enough there by Berggraf to be able to hit that tape and just roll across. And an ace by Beyer. A little miscommunication in the back row there by the Dragons. I think two people kind of moved towards each other and dropped right in between them. And Beyer to serve again. Tumbling serve up in the back row. Heine sets over to the near side. A little tap across by Tollefson. Bitts going to set it back over to the near side. Parsons sends that one over. Return right away there by the Lions. Down the line, up nicely by Pierce. Over to the far side there. Pressed across there by Halverson and just kind of pushed across, but Pine City a little out of system, out of organization. It's a 4-0 start for the Lions. Beyer to serve. Beyer sends this one across. Up in the back row by Roberts. She gets it right back, leaning backwards, punches that one across. Beyer, Pierce, far side Halverson, down the line, and a touch in the back row. Corner officials said that there was a touch on the way through. Captains want to talk to the chair official to be able to question that a little bit. I think the corner official said that. So a little miscommunication. Now the down official is going to talk to the corner official what they've seen. Did you see a touch? Yes, I seen a touch. So a touch is what's called, and it'll be a 5-0 start for the Lions. Dragons don't like the call, but they did everything they could and discussed it. Give the credit for the officials on that one. Up into the middle for Bitch, sends that one to the back row. Tollefson sends that one across. Rydberg. Pierce digs that one out. Cross court for Parsons. I like the idea that Bailey Parsons is trying to go after, but she doesn't quite have the downward angle for that one. She's getting a little tight to the net, and when she's hitting it from a standing position, she's got to get height underneath to be able to get it over the top of the net. Ends up not having enough space to be able to go down at all. Otherwise, I do like the idea. Over to the near side now. Parsons sends this one across. Up by Tollefson. Heine over to the near side to Taylor Tollefson. That one's going to be dug out by Burgraff. Just wide on that far side. It was very, very close. Right in front of the official. Granted, it was only a 2-0 start, but Ogilvie started with a lead in the first game, and Pine City kind of ran away with it, and ended up being 25-17. Ogilvie starts 5-0 in this game. Now 2 straight points by Pine City. This one down the line is going to be another kill. This one, Taylor Tollefson. And Rydberg back to serve. Rydberg off the tape. Burgraff fights that one off. Ball up over to the far side. Down the line, it'll go for Bitts. Over for Allie Tollefson. Little cut shot trying to go with that left-handed push. And didn't quite get enough on it. Kind of hit off the side of her hand. And it'd be a 6-3 lead for the Lions. We have seen Vanderplots and shots here for the Lions, but otherwise they do not go super deep on their bench. Now and off the block of Alverson, it's going to drop in front of Parsons. It'll be a kill for Pine City. The aforementioned Schatz comes in, or Schultz. Apologize, forgot the L in the middle there. So back it'll go, and the serve comes across by Rosinski, and now it's going to be off the hands of Burgraff, sliding in there. Schultz got a piece of it, but couldn't get it up in the air. And Rosinski will serve once again. Rosinski, right to left. Up by Byer on this one. Into the middle it goes. Schultz over to the far side. Pierce off the block. Pierce has to fight that one off. Burgraff nicely back into the middle, and Schultz is going to push that one across. Up over to the near side, off the set. It'll be for Tollefson. And back into the middle, Bitts calls for it, tosses that one back across. Pine City up with it. Byer, quick set backwards, blocked at the net by Pierce. Pine City scrambling, and Pierce with the incredible block on that far edge. Able to get her hands up in front of Allie Tollefson and come away with that block. Becca Burgraff now will drop back to serve, leading by 2, 7-5. Burgraff sends this one over. Heine will set over to the near side. Tollefson up over the top. It's going to be dug out by Byer. Set into the middle, this time for Bitts. And sometimes when the set is so high, you get your feet a little bit out of order, a little bit unsettled. You get ahead of yourself just a touch. End up being a little bit early. Try to make up for it by leaning into it. You end up hitting it into the net. Now set to serve is going to be Veronica Lavandusky, her first action of the night. Tap across there by Pierce, nicely done, but a nice diving return by Pine City. Pierce plays it off the block. Ball up into the air to the far side. Pierce pushes that one across up in the back row. Heine over to the near side, down the line. Tollefson tried to find the line, but instead she found the tape. 8-6 is the lead for the Lions. Freshman Josie Bitts back to serve. Sends that one across, up by Roberts. Heine over to the near side. Tollefson, cross court. Burgraff with a diving save on that one. Punched back across there by Heine, and it's going to be a kill for Heine. Scrambling after it was Vanderplatz, but not able to get there. Ended up sending it the wrong direction when she dove after it. Back it'll go now. Taylor Tollefson. Little jump float serve, and Burgraff can't handle it. That'll be an ace, and we're tied at 8. As I mentioned before, Ogilvie led early in the first set and then never relinquished it once they took the lead. That one may have been out, but played by Bitts. It would have been close. Popped across there by Vanderplatz. Into the middle, and I don't think Byer got a piece of that one, but doesn't come back over, and Johnson blocked on that one. Lions regain the lead, now 9-8. Ball comes across, and into the net on the return. And Cadence Pierce will continue to serve. Ball comes across, and an ace for Cadence Pierce. Cadence Pierce, kind of a all-world athlete in all of sports. I think probably conference foes are kind of looking forward to her being a senior this year. She'll be on her way to many more things, I'm sure, over the course of the next handful of years. That one tapped back across and just out of the reach of a sliding Pierce on that one. Back it'll come Roberts to serve. Up by Byer. Pierce will set into the middle for Byer. Byer pushes that one across, fought off by Heine. Roberts sets into the middle, and Heine will send that one across. Over to the near side, and it'll be Parsons that pushes it over. Pine City with it. Opportunity now on the free ball. Down the line it goes. Bitts with a nice dig. Pierce sets outside. Parsons sets, fires, and it's going to be just in front of Roberts. And a 12-9 lead, back to 3 as Vanderplatz will drop back to serve. Vanderplatz sends this one across. Up by Lavandusky. Returned back by the Dragons. Pierce back into the middle. Stepping up on it. Byer got a nice piece of that one. That one's going to be over off the net as Pierce came running up on it. I think she had it in reverse and then had to quick put the brakes on. And couldn't quite adjust quickly enough. And it'll be Pine City with it now. Back to a 2-point game, 12-10. Pierce back set it over to the far side. Halverson up by Roberts on a nice dig. Over it'll go Tollefson, and long, no touch on the way through. That one had a lot of downward spin on it, and that one takes a lot of guts. Good court awareness there by the Lions, as you want to play that one really badly, but you just got to believe that it's going to be out. Ruby Byer sends this one across. One of the better basketball players here for the Ogilvie Lions winter girls team. Into the middle goes Bitts to the back corner, just a little bit long. Ball comes across, up by Byer. Pierce will set over to the near side. Parsons comes up on it, pushes it across. Roberts, Heine over to the near side now. And a little quick down ball. Pushed down. Nope, it was a 4-touch. Reaching across for that one. I think that Pine City thought that they had an opportunity on that one to be able to just reach across and push it down. Taylor Tollefson got a piece of it. However, nobody from Ogilvie had touched it yet. And so it goes back now to 14-11, and then that ball's going to be out of bounds, 14-12. Rasinski now to serve. That one's going to be long. Ball game has been pretty close here in the second set. Ogilvie has led. They were tied for a short time, but they have led pretty much the entire way. Pine City has yet to take a lead here in set number 2. They took the lead after 2-0. They got to 3-2 in the first set and then ran it out to a 25-17 victory. That one's going to be played into the net and an ace for Becca Burgraff. Burgraff steps into the frame, sends this one across. Up in the back row, Tollefson's going to get it right back. Little roll shot going to drop in front of Beyer. Nice little roll shot, trying to be able to get some downward plane on it, some tumble to it, and just kind of loses all of its momentum and falls in front of Beyer. And it'll be Lavandusky into the net. So in the first game, Ogilvie couldn't take advantage of any of the Pine City mistakes at all. And Pine City didn't have many mistakes to begin with. And in game number 2, the Dragons have had more mistakes that have been really self-inflicted. Ogilvie hasn't, more like hitting into the net and hitting it out of bounds. Ogilvie has just played consistently. They haven't had to do a lot with it to be able to get the points they have. That one's going to be a nice drive there by Pierce over to the near side and pushed back across by Roberts. Pierce is going to get it back, sets her feet, a little touch across, diving after it. Lavandusky got a piece of it but didn't get enough height on it for the rest of the Dragons to rally around it. And it's going to be an 18-13 lead, and we're going to get their first timeout of the night for the Pine City Dragons. We'll be back here in Ogilvie on WCMP.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey, guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Oh, okay.
I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Almost yours and almost retrieved there by the Lions as they chase it back to the back line, but not able to come up with it. 18-14 now out of the timeout there by the Dragons to be able to come up with that point. Cut that lead to 4. They've been tied a couple of times, just other than 1-1 they're very early. About 13 or 12 they were tied. Beyer back with it into the middle. Vanderplas gets that one across for Beyer. Lavandusky fights that one off. Over it'll come to the near side. Rydberg sends that one over. Burgraff with a return for Ogilvie. Pine City with the opportunity. Lavandusky. Heine back set now. It'll be off of the block and a big swing from the back row by Taylor Tollefson. And it is very apparent that Pine City would love to be able to keep feeding Taylor Tollefson. Allie Tollefson hits left-handed nicely on that far outside, but they would love to be able to keep feeding it to Taylor Tollefson as much as they can, as that one's going to be an ace. Comes off of the chair official there, so that'll be a dead ball. And we're back to a 2-point ball game. Been fairly close. Pine City led by as much as 6. Or Ogilvie, rather, is led by as much as 6. Pine City is not led in this set at all. This one comes off with the antenna. And it's a 1-point game, 18-17, and we're going to get a timeout now for Ogilvie. Coach Nichols wants to maybe break the momentum of the Pine City Dragons. 1-point ball game here in set number 2. We'll be back on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
FM 106.5 WCMP, Pine City, Ogilvie, Mora Local Radio. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Ogilvie as we work our way through set number 2. Pine City won set number 1, 25-17. Ogilvie has led the entire way. They were tied at one point at 12, but Pine City has not led at all in this set. This one's going to be very deep. Up it comes for Pierce. Pierce will get the return on that one. Chance now on the open. Across goes for Taylor Tollefson, able to get it around the block. Diving after it bits. Couldn't quite reach it. 18 all here in set number 2. Pine City looking for their first lead of the second set. Tollefson to serve rather. Burgraff up with it. Over to the near side now. Pierce, cross-court winner. Got her on the outside, and she was able to get enough down on that one. She's tall enough she can get some downward plane and athletic enough to be able to get her feet off the ground enough to be able to get that angle working. And is able to get a lot of kills that way. Ball over to the near side. That one's going to be hammered there by Rydberg. Chased down, though, by the Lions, and Pierce into the net. She tried to sneak that one across low, and it goes into the net. 19 all. And Roberts to serve. Knuckleball over to the near side. Pierce pops that one up. Burgraff is going to send it over. Open ball. Tap across. Heine fought off nicely by Vanderplatz and pushed back over. Heine with it back into the middle. That one's going to be lobbed back across by Rosinski. Set over to the far side. Burgraff will pop that one across. Free ball. Lavandusky set over to the near side now. Down the line. Rydberg. That one's going to be long, and the lead goes back over to the Lions. One more rotation, though. Well, correction, 2 more rotations gets Taylor Tollefson back to the front row. Lions hoping to be able to get out of this before that happens. That one topped across there by Rosinski, and again by Rosinski on the return, but she's blocked this time. This one's going to be off the block of Beyer. Beyer got a piece of that one, and it just drops in front of Bitts. That one more a kind of a situational thing more than anything. Good play, just didn't work out off the block. And back it'll go now for Heine to be able to serve. Over to the near side, Beyer. Cut shot down the line. Did a great job opening her hand up and pushing it down the line on the right side instead of her shoulders, which were squared up the other direction. Uses that court to be able to get an open line with that. 21-20. Beyer sends this one across. This one's going to be one-handed back over. Burgraff. Pierce into the middle for Bitts off the block. Pine City able to return it. Pierce in the middle it comes. Tapped across by Halverson. Tollefson back set over to the far side now for Allie Halverson. And able to get that one across. Returned by the Lions. Set now for Taylor Tollefson in the back row, and Taylor Tollefson from anywhere on the court has been a dominant force, and with that point, the rotation puts Taylor Tollefson back in the front. Senior outside hitter here for this Pine City Dragons squad. We are all square at 21. Burgraff back into the middle. Pierce returns that one back across. Rosinski, quick set over to the near side. Nice dig by Pierce on the shot by Tollefson. Back it'll come Halverson down the line, and Halverson able to get the open spot on the court. Otherwise, that was a heck of a dig by Cadence Pierce on that line shot by Taylor Tollefson. And back it'll come down Schultz to serve. Schultz sends this one across. Heine chases it ped to the back row. Little roll shot by Tollefson, dug out nicely. Far side, Pierce able to get a big wing on that one. Dug out in the back row by the Dragons. Tollefson falling away. Pierce. Schultz too close to the net. Pushed across though nicely by Pierce. This one popped back across. Bitts backs it over to the near side now. Halverson rather sends this one over. Heine over to the near side. Tollefson through the double block. Burgraff sends it back over just wide. .22 all here in set number 2. The Twos have it. 22-22 in the second set. Rosinski to serve. Tumbling serve up in the back row by Beyer. Set far side now. It'll go for Pierce. And instead of just a hammered shot, just went for the smart shot, just kind of tapping that one down the line. No height underneath it, just getting it straight to the ground. And it's no, I take it back. I thought that she got the point, but she missed the sideline just by inches. And the Dragons will have it now 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. That one up and returned, going to be outside the antenna by Schultz, and it'll be a 24-22 lead here in set number 2, as Pine City on the verge of taking a commanding lead here in Ogilvie. Rasinski sends this one across. Burgraff. Schultz sets far side. It's going to be returned by Pierce. Pine City opportunity. Heine, quick set over to the near side. Dug out, up off of the ceiling, and miscommunication. It'll drop. And after Pine City led by as much as 6 early in the game, they fall on the comeback trail by Pine City, 25-22. We'll come back and recap set number 2 and get you set for set number 3 when we return back here on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Felling Trailers, Brenny Transportation, and New Flyer. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and bronze sponsors Falcon National Bank, DeZurich, KCED, Meadowcraft, Manufacturers Alliance, and the Minnesota Department of Labor and Industry. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
Set number 1 and set number 2 go the way of the Pine City Dragons. The Pine City Dragons coming into tonight 3-15 on the year, 3 wins, all in conference play, looking to be able to get a 4th conference win over the top of the Ogilvie Lions. They have dominated this matchup, playing essentially once a year. Going back in the records, I was able to get back as far as 15 years, and Ogilvie had only won once in the last 15 years. That was 11 years ago. They were hoping to be able to get a win tonight, as they had at least the record going in their favor. Ogilvie 9-7 as opposed to 3-15. But so far, it has been the Dragons coming out ahead so far tonight. Ball over to the near side. Allie Tollefson dug out by Beyer here as we are just underway for set number 3. Heine back over to the near side. Taylor, no, that's Rydberg on that one. Nice return there by Pierce, but the tap back across by Pine City catches Burgraff moving up still a little bit, and she can't quite adjust to be able to get a hand on it and make it playable. 1-0 will be the start for the Dragons. Ball over to the far side. Burgraff back into the middle. Pierce pops this one back across. Looked like they were trying to run a little quick set on the backside, but the set a little bit too much height on it from Heine. Kind of slowed down the timing there of Allie Tollefson, and the ball goes deep. Tumbling serve comes across there from Bailey Parsons. Now it comes across up by Pierce and right up to the front of the net. Halverson, I think, maybe thought it was going to be over and kind of waited on that one just a little bit. Now we're going to get our first opportunity to see Ava Hagel. As it is a 2-1 lead for the Dragons, just underway here in set number 3. Dragons taking the first two, 25-17 and 25-22. That back set, instead of going to Halverson, went over the net, and it's put down by the Dragons and Taylor Tollefson. Taylor Tollefson will take any set she can get, as she's very, very good on that outside. That one hits the net. It's going to drop. A diving Becca Burgraff tried to reach out and get a piece of that, but just couldn't quite get her hand underneath it. Hit that tape and just rolled over. Pine City looking for the 3-game sweep lead. 4-1 here in the early going. Pierce looking to end that one. Gets the cross-court winner. Pine City thought that one was going to be long. Corner official said it was in. Back it'll go now for Burgraff. Burgraff to set, or to serve rather. Over comes big swing there by Tollefson. Pierce able to come away with that one after a nice dig there by Burgraff. Tap across, up by Vanderplatz. Sent across Nagel and returned by Burgraff. Heine goes with a quick set over to the near side and thrown to the edge there by Tollefson, but it's going to be just a little bit long. And now Ogilvie on the comeback trail. Only trail by 1, 4-3. Burgraff comes up with it, sends this one across. Set far side Tollefson, that left hand down the line. And you get a lefty that can swing like that, then you almost automatically have 2 good hitters. And she's able to punish that one down the line. 5-3 is the lead here for the Dragons. Tollefson back to serve. It's going to be an ace. Misplayed by Byer. Ball comes across, set into the middle now. Pierce, down ball to the corner, and she's able to get that one just past Roberts, who was kind of looking at that one but didn't have a good angle to be able to get to it. 6-4, a 2-point ball game now. Bitts to serve, sent across. Back set over to the near side. Tollefson off the block. Burgraff went off her, kind of the edge of her hand, and it goes all the way up into the tape. Vanderplatz tried to reach at that one but couldn't quite get a piece of it. 7-4 is the lead. Taylor Tollefson. This is really kind of where Pine City needs, or Ogilvie rather, needs to make some hay, is with Tollefson in the back row. Set near side, Rydberg puts that one down the line. Pushed across by Byer. Tollefson up with it. Set back over to the near side again for Rydberg. This time it's into the net. Pierce also moves to the back row. Pierce does play all 6, but when she's in the back row, she's a setter, and so on the kind of the pseudo 5-2, she'll run that up angle there, as she'll get the ball kind of set back to her. Ball was kind of a little bit out of her range as she was trying to play the first ball. That one blocked by Ruby Byer, got a hand up there, and that big old paw knocked it down. 1-point ball game. 7-6 here in Ogilvie. Pierce continuing to serve. Pierce sends this one across, set over to the near side. Down the line it'll go. Rydberg is going to come back up towards the net. Tapped across, nice redirect there by Vanderplatz. Set into the middle and pushed across. Heine hasn't really swung it a whole lot today as the setter, but when she gets an opportunity, she has some pretty good hands. Able to get a good push on that one and puts it back to a 2-point lead at 8-6. Ball up in the back row. Far side now for Parsons. Sent across, dugout by Tollefson. Parsons gets it back on the return, and we're going to get a net touch on Pine City. (8-7) the lead for the Dragons. Now as Vanderplatz goes back to serve. Heine into the middle to go. Tapped across by Tollefson, but blocked at the net by Byer. Far side it goes to Allie Tollefson. Tries to go to the corner, but just missed it a little bit long. It was right at the feet of the corner official, so he had as good a look at it as anybody. Just a little bit long. And Vanderplatz will continue to serve. Sends this one across, and an ace. And Ogilvie takes their first lead here of set number 2. Lobbed across and short, but played by Tollefson. Tapped back across by Heine. Into the middle, center back over by Ogilvie. Heine sets middle, and an open spot on this near side, wide open. Nobody covering on this near edge, and Rosinski seen it the entire time. Smart play there by her. And we're all knotted at 9. Heine jump serve, tumbling, kind of a screwball type of backward spin. Byer to the back row, up by Tollefson. Far side for Allie Tollefson, and the left-handed swing is going to be long. (10-9) is the lead for the Lions now as Ruby Byer back to serve. Sends that one across. Over to the near side, stepping on that one is going to be Allie Tollefson. And with the left hand from that outside, she tried to go kind of cross court, but sent that one into the stands. Ruby Byer to serve. Right to left. Just clears the net. Roberts up with it. Tap back across by Heine. Burgraff. Pierce will set far side for Halverson, and right in between Tollefson and Roberts for the kill. And with the 12-9 lead, Pine City is going to take a timeout. We'll be back here to Ogilvie on WCMP.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're Dapper and Divine.
Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you.
At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine.
WCMP, Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Ogilvie. Pine City leads it 2-0 here in set number 3, and trying to get on the comeback trail to be able to maybe be able to get themselves a sweep in this game. They still trail by 2. They got that point there, but they still trail by 2, 12-10. Returned by Pierce. Set near side Heine over for Tollefson. Burgraff diving after that one. Got a piece of it, but I guess her hand wasn't underneath it. And it's a 1-point game, 12-11. Serve by Rydberg. Tumbling serve, fought off by Parsons. Back set for Bitts, pushes that one over. Set over to the near side, popped across by Tollefson. Burgraff able to get enough on that one to be able to get it to the front row. Pine City now trying to be able to take advantage. Tap across, Rasinski dugout by Halverson. Burgraff sets far side. Parsons pushes that one across, campfire, and it drops in the middle of everybody. So far in this game, every time that Pine City's made a run, Ogilvie has had the answer. Kind of happened in the second set, but Pine City was able to push through at the very end. Parsons fights that one off. Over it'll go. A nice swing by Pierce. Dug out by the Dragons. Tollison blocked at the net by Bitts. That one's going to be pushed down the line. Burgraff. Parsons into the middle for Bitts. That one goes through the block and down in the back row. Parsons continues to serve, leading by 3 now, 14-11. Into the middle goes Rasinski into the net. I talked about it during game 2, the errors that Pine City had made really kind of gave Ogilvie that opportunity, but then when it came down to clutch time at the very end, Pine City cleaned everything up, and that's how they came away with the victory. That and having Taylor Tollison on the outside. Big swings back and forth. Tollison hit that one hard. Ogilvie able to dig that one out, but the return by Pierce is a winner. 16-11 is the lead for the Lions. Ball comes back across. Set over to the near side. Tollefson, little roll shot. Nice touch there by Bitts. Pierce is just going to push that one across. A free ball set now for Pine City. Tap over by Rasinski. Seems like every time there's a double block that comes to the front of the net, where that double block comes from, is just a smart play just to tap it right over to that area, because nobody's cycling across to be able to cover that hole. And it's a 16-12 lead for Ogilvie. That one pushed back down by Taylor Tollison, just a little block down. Pine City leads it 2-0. Stick with us during the post game as we'll wrap things up here from Ogilvie. Pierce on the far side. That one's going to be into the net. She was kind of leaning back, trying to chase after that ball. Coach Nichols up off the bench, trying to encourage her players, give a few extra motivational comments. Ball sent across to the back row, up by Burgraff. Back set over to the near side, pushed over by Halverson. Scrambled by Pine City. They get it back to the front row, and it's going to be returned. Pierce calling for it. Set far side. Pierce cross court, missed it. And Pine City gets the win, or the point on that one. Very close matchup here. Very close matchup also in Bram, as Bram and Aiken. Bram leads it 2-0 in that one, 26-24 and 25-23 in set 1 and 2. That one going to be Halverson doing her best job to try to make sure that we get to yet another set, set 4 here in Ogilvie, as she gets that kill right off a block. That ball just popped up nicely on a dig. And Burgraff back to serve. Burgraff in the all-orange libero jersey sends that one through. Set over to the near side. Tollefson down the line, just hammers that one down. Such a hard player to be able to defend, as she has the height, the length with her arms, and then the jumping ability to be able to track that ball. And you get the ball on that outside, and she can just read where that block is, whether she wants to go across her line. She got such a good angle at it. It's hard to be able to get anything dug or moved around on that one. Burgraff up with it on the serve. In the middle, it comes down for Pierce. Diving after that one. Roberts able to get that one up. Tollison with the down ball sends that one across. Up by Pierce. Back set into the middle. Bitts sends it over. Roberts. Heine with the one shot. Just going on 2, and she's able to tie this game up at 17. Pine City led by 4 just a moment ago, forcing Pine City to take the timeout. And since then, 4 straight points, they've been able to get back into this game. Now tied at 17. Back set over to the far side, pushed across by Vanderplatz. Set over to the near side. Tollefson down the line. And again, Taylor Tollefson putting her stamp on this game, and it forces a timeout for Ogilvie. We'll be back here to the home of the Lions when we return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are ICAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom on hand here. Excuse me, in Ogilvie, as it is a 18-all game. Pine City took their first lead just a moment ago. And now the Lions get it right back. And they get the lead back now 19-18. Josie Bitts with the serve to the back corner. Got the back corner. The back line just floated it out there. And now 2-point lead late in set number 3 here for the Lions. Coach Nostolfson giving some instruction to her girls. That one's going to be up towards the net. Pushed across. Nope, it's going to be off the net and a lift. I think Heine was thinking that she got that one clean, but the officials did not think so. 21-18. Time running out here for the Dragons at the end, and now we get a whistle and waiting on something. The down official had something that needed to be corrected. Ball comes across. It's going to be wide on that far side and out. 21-19 is the Lion lead, trying to force a game number 4 here in Ogilvie. Taylor Tollefson now back to serve, and this is about a perfect rotation here for the Lions. Be able to get Taylor Tollefson out of the front row, and that one blocked. Pierce from the 10-foot line, blocked at the line. Shayla Johnson got a piece of that one. That's a big block there and a big point for the Dragons, trying to get that 3-game sweep and push their streak out to 12 years of winning this matchup. Ball over to the near side. Pierce, I don't know that it got blocked. I don't think it made it all the way over the net, and we're tied at 21. You can see it on the look on the face of Pierce that she is trying to will everything back into this game, trying to do everything she can, and disappointed that ball didn't go over. Timeout on the court as Coach Nichols takes his timeout. Just a handful of points remain here in set number 3. We'll have them for you when we return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Ogilvie. Pine City leads at 2-0, trying to be able to get the 3-game sweep. Ogilvie led during this game quite a bit, but now tied at 21. They're trying to force a game number 4 in Bram. Aiken takes game number 3, 26-24, forcing a game number 4. That with Adam Hefty on KBEK. Back to the action here in Ogilvie. Set over to the near side now for Pine City. Return nicely, diving up there by Hagel to get that one back across. Back for Tollefson. She's been so good all night long, and this one just mistimed, and it goes underneath the net. And Ogilvie takes an all-important lead at 22-21, late in game number 3. Cadence Pierce back to serve. Both big hitters in the back row here for the respective teams. That one there by Rydberg hit hard, but it's too far. Didn't get a block, and it didn't have any downward tumble at all. And Pierce will look to put the Lions on the verge of a set point. Ball comes across. Pushed back across. Quick touch there by Heine, but Becca Burgraff sniffed that one out. Returned by Parsons. Heine over to the near side. Tap across. Touch just a little bit by Vanderplatz. Pierce came sliding in, but I don't know that the touch would have done anything. Good defense, but just a better play there by the Dragons being able to get that ball down. 23-22. Next points are critical. Roberts, good serve. Byer, her return comes all the way back across, though. Heine will set into the middle. Rasinski tried to sneak it through once again, and Ruby Byer pushes it to the back row, catching everybody from Pine City off guard. They were already up at the 10-foot line looking to cover on the block, but Ruby Byer right there to be able to push it to the back row, and the Lions a chance to be able to take set number 3. That one comes across from Vanderplatz. Set into the middle. Back row by Tollefson. Up by Vanderplatz. Pierce sets outside for Halverson. Down ball to the back row. Dug out by Roberts nicely. Heine over to the near side. Pushed by Rydberg. Ogilvie with that. Pierce into the middle. Byer. Cut shot. Heine got a piece of that one back into the middle. It'll be pushed back across by Rasinski. Cross it'll go for Ogilvie. Into the middle. Byer with a big swing. It'll go off a block. Byer with another chance at it, and it hits into the net. And it's back to a 1-point game. We are not over yet here, folks. 24-23. Lions lead it by 1. But Ogilvie playing it defensively. They will have the first opportunity to be able to get a kill at this ball, but it's going to be a free ball instead. Pierce pushes that one across as the initial hit went sideways. Over it comes down the line. Pierce with a great up. Parsons, nice set to the far side. Halverson down the line, and Heine able to dig that one out. Return back by Rydberg to the back row. Bitts, Pierce, Parsons. Correction, Byer on that one, and Byer with the kill gets scheme number 3 for the Lions. They take the third set here in Ogilvie. We'll come back with set number 4 after a thrilling 25-23 victory there by the Lions. Pine City real regroup. Lions looking to try to be able to push this momentum into set number 4. We'll have that for you when we return back here to Ogilvie on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today. 106.5 FM, 1350 AM is your home for Packers football.
It will be Green Bay football. Crowd was roaring.
Get all the action every game, every game.
There he goes. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He leaped into the end zone. Touchdown.
The hits, the touchdowns, the Lambeau leaps. Live Packers action every game.
There is your dagger.
Catch every game locally. 106.5 FM or 1350 AM. WCMP.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Burnett Dairy Cooperative, one of our WCMP sponsors. Want to thank them and, of course, all the sponsors for being a part of this and every broadcast throughout the course of the season. Can't do anything without them, so we definitely appreciate everything they do for us out here on the various broadcasts. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Ogilvie Pine City wins set 1 and 2, 25-17 and 25-22. Ogilvie battles back 25-23 in set number 3 and forces us into a 4th set. Ball comes across, and we start set number 4. Back set over to the far side, Allie Tollefson. That one's going to come up here by me. I almost had a chance to play that one, but just out of my reach. So I was not in charge of that one. And it'll be a 1-0 start for the Dragons. Heine will drop back to serve. Taylor Heine. Now it's sent across there by Byer. Up for the Dragons, and Taylor Heine will send this one across. Up by Bitts. Pierce tracks that one down. Halverson on the far side pushes that one across. Down ball, or a crossbody shot there by Rydberg, and that one's going to go a little bit long, and it'll be a point for the Lions. We're tied at 1. Lions trying to be able to force a set number 5. That was the last time that the Lions had beat the Dragons, again 11 years ago, and it was a 3-2 thriller in that matchup. Trying to be able to do the same tonight, but otherwise it has been a 11-year drought for the Lions against the Dragons. Into the middle it goes Bitts to the back row, up by Tollefson. Sent over to the near side, Rydberg into the net, 2-1 for Ogilvie. Ruby Byer to serve the ball in here for the Lions. Heine over to the near side on the long set. Couldn't quite get it far enough out for Allie Tollefson. Pushed across by Halverson. Back it comes for Ogilvie. Into the middle for Bitts. Sets her feet. Did a great job setting her feet, eyeballing that ball, and just getting herself square to the net to be able to get a good kill on that one. And a long point there gives it over to the Lions. 3-1 is the lead for the Lions here on their home court. Byer from left to right. Dragons in their orange and black uniforms. Sent across by Bitts. Tollefson on the far side. Allie Tollefson, the left-handed shot, sends that one across. Byer digs that one out. Halverson down the line to the back row, up by Taylor Tollefson. Allie Tollefson gets another opportunity, and this one's going to be probably tipped, but also in. So whatever the call is going to be, it's going to be a point for the Dragons. Mentioned the Lions in their black and orange, the Dragons in their black and green. Both primarily green, but the biggest difference is the trim being orange or green for the two teams. Ball over to the near side, and Taylor Tollefson down the line. We're tied at 3. Still early stages of set number 3, or set number 4 rather, here in Ogilvie. Best of 5. And Pine City leads it 2-1. Now one into the net. Ball lobbed across there by the Lions. And that one hit by Tollefson. It hit the tape and it just kind of ran the line there, and it dropped in just before going out of bounds. So it'll be a point for the Dragons. Sometimes you hit the net and it either drops your way or it drops the other way. Try to get enough spin on that one. There was just enough tumble that it rolled over to the Ogilvie side. Ball to the back row, up by Burgraff. Set into the middle for Bitts. To the back corner and able to get that far edge. (5-4). Lead retaken now by the Ogilvie Lions. To the front row. Quick back set there by Heine. Tries to be sneaky with that one. Ogilvie Lions right there for it. Big drive by Pierce. Returned somehow by the Dragons. Kind of a pinball action, but they're able to get it. Bitts didn't set her feet very well on that one. Ball wasn't high enough to really be able to get a good track on it. tried to maybe do more with it than she probably had the time to be able to do with it. And the ball into the net. You either, not necessarily either one's fault, you either want that ball to be a little higher or you want Bitts to try to just push that one across and not try to hit that one hard. Couldn't quite get herself square and be able to get anything on it. Down sent across. Back set. Goes too far. It goes a little bit far over, and it's going to be pushed across by Heine to the open spot on the court. Just a smart play there by Taylor Heine, able to get the open spot on the court. The senior setter for this Dragon squad. 6-5 the lead for the Dragons here in set number 4. Diving after it, Roberts able to get that one in the air. One of the Dragons had to come off due to potentially maybe a little injury, either an ankle or a knee on the one side. A little cut shot there, it sat right at the net, and Heine beat Vanderplots to the top of the ball. Vanderplots tried to jump to contest it, but she was still recovering from the last ball, and so hadn't swung her head all the way around yet. Just quick feet there. Serve coming across there from Pine City. Lewandowski's wide. And it'll be Ogilvie ball. 7-6 the lead for the Dragons. Ball over to the near side. Roberts put it over the top of Johnson, and she thought that somebody was behind her. So she just kind of let it go by. And Bitts will continue to serve, up by Roberts. Heine over to the near side. Big swing down the line, in for Taylor Tollefson. Tollefson to the back row to serve. That one's going to be misplayed, and trying to dive after that one is Schultz and Pierce. Neither one of them quite able to get enough on it to get it returned back over the net, and it's a 9-7 lead. Ball across, up by Burgraff on the far side. Set over to this near side, pushed over by Pierce to the back corner. Lewandowski played that one up, but unfortunately kind of in a no man's land. The Dragons not scrambling after that one especially well. It gives the point back over to the Lions. 9-8, the Dragons lead it by 1. Cadence Pierce, right-handed serve, comes across. Heine over to the near side, big swing by Rydberg. That one, I don't know that it had a lot of downward play, but it was right at Burgraff. Really had no choice other than to play it. Kind of ate her up a little bit, but not much she could do with it. And it'll be a 10-8 lead now for the Dragons. Up to serve. Ball comes across. Pierce sets outside now for Parsons. That one off a block. Pushed back over by Byer. And a point for Byer. Just pushed it to an open area. And 10-9 is the lead for Pine City. Still a very close game, just a 1-point game here in set number 4. Ball to the back row. Eventually makes its way up now for Rydberg with a big swing, and to the back row, dug out by Bitts, but the Parsons return comes up a little bit short. Ball comes across here for the line. Nice down the line shot there by Byer. Left-handed on the far side by Tollefson. Dug out nicely and controlled also by Bitts. Up to the front. Sent across there by Parsons to the back row. Tollefson. Quick set on the back set there for Tollefson, for Allie Tollefson. Pushed across. Parsons to the back. And a little miscommunication. Heine and Tollefson both thought the other one was going to get that one. And really, you want Taylor Tollefson to play that one because you want Heine as the setter. So generally speaking, you want her to play that one, but a little miscommunication thinking that she was going to get a piece of that one. She did not, and it falls in between them. Rasinski to the back row. Back set over to the near side. It's to be pushed across by Parsons. Far side, Taylor Tollefson. Allie Tollefson. Cross-court winner from the left hand. Every time that Ogilvie gets a little bit of momentum, a little bit of push, ends up being a point right back the other direction. And a point for Pine City. And then this one into the net. That one off a block. Pierce dives after that one, but the ball goes up into the crowd. And the lead now pushed out to 13-11. Whoops, hit the wrong button there. 13-11, not 14-11. Giving too many points here. That one going to be long. And a 1-point ball game once again, 13-12 with Becca Burgraff back behind the line. Back set over to the far side. Tollefson on the cross court over the top of Vanderplatz. Diving after it, Schultz couldn't quite reach it. I think that Vanderplatz is in the right place to be able to at least have it hit off of her, but when it hit the tape, it got enough momentum to go over the top of her and just land behind her inbounds. Lavandusky with the serve. Up by Burgraff, up into the crowd. An ace and a 3-point lead for Pine City. (15-12). Lavandusky continues to serve. That one too close to the net. Trying to reach after that one. I think Shayla Johnson wanted to try to be able to just put it down herself. Kind of got I've had those big eyes. You get the watermelon-sized eyes as the ball is just right there in a great spot to be able to just crush it. That ball just drifts just a little bit on you. Burgraff up with it on the return and pushed across by Pierce. Just be able to settle it down a little bit. Set over to the near side, lob over to the top. Just a little down ball over the top of Pierce and in front of Bitts. Nicely played there by Taylor Tollefson. 16-13, back to a 3-point ball game here between the Dragons and the Lions. Tollefson to serve. Burgraff up with it. Pierce with the shot, and that one's going to be in and just down. Lavandusky thought she maybe got her hand underneath it, but the officials said that it hit the ground. Usually can tell based on how the ball reacts when it hits the ground. If it has some spin one way, it likely hit off the hand. The other way, it likely hit off the ground first. Far side, Pierce calls for it. Over it'll go for Parsons. Just taps that one across. Heine back into the middle. Johnson to the back row. Dug out by the Lions. Far side for Parsons. Big swing. Deep on that one. Just a little bit long. And now the Lions starting to run out of points. 17-14. Down to about 8 more points for the Dragons for a 3-1 victory as that one goes into the net. Makes it a 2-point game. Lions have had some runs, some spurts, some moments. Just have not been able to break through here in set number 4. That one sent across by Parsons. Heine sets for Tollefson. That one goes off the block, up by Vanderplatz. Fights that one off. Pierce into the middle for Beyer. Sets and puts that one across. Didn't get a lot on it, but the changeup drops in a great spot for the Lions to be able to get a point. (17-16) as the ball comes across, up by Tollefson. Heine over to this near side, and that one's mishit by Rydberg, and we're tied at 17. Take a look over on the far side there for Coach Nas Tollefson. No movement to her timeout just yet. Maybe another couple points, and this one mishit by Vanderplatz. Really went off the side of her hand badly and gives the point back over to the Dragons. They fought back and they got it tied. And now Heine to serve. This one across, up by Bitts. Far side now it goes for Halverson, dug out by Roberts. Back set nicely, and Allie Tollefson dug out by Pierce. Halverson, another opportunity. Rolls that one across, up by Heine. Set over to the far side, Tollefson, little roll shot, and just pushes that one across and in. And it back to a 2-point lead now for the Dragons. Pierce over to the near side. Byer just over the top of the block. Dug out, though, by Allie Tollefson. Pushed over by Heine. Back set over to the near side. Pierce dives after that one to get it back on the return. That one off a block, and it's going to be down by Allie Tollefson. And the Dragons now 5 points away from a 3-1 victory. Timeout Ogilvie. Will come back on WCMP.
Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
WCMP back here in Ogilvie. We work our way through set number 4. And another point there for Pine City as they are pouring it on here in the late stages of set number 4. 21-17, a 4-point lead with only 4 points left for Pine City to come away with the victory. And that one into the net gives some more life over to the Lions. 3-point game, 21-18. Lions need 7 points to try to come from behind. Ruby Byer will start it. Lobs that one over, up by Roberts. Heine over to the near side now. Left-handed shot by Tollefson. Dug out by Pierce. And pushed back across. Allie Tollefson. This one off a block. Byer up with that one. Into the middle of the go and pushed across by Bitts. Roberts up with it. Quick tap across there by Heine trying to be able to catch him off guard. Same thing there by Pierce trying to be able to get it to the back row. Bitts, Pierce, outside for Halverson. Big swing, and it's blocked, though. It comes right back. Another opportunity into the middle this time for Bitts, and this is over the block and out of the reach of Roberts for the point. 21-19 in favor of the Pine City Dragons. Quick check in with Adam Hefty. Bram wins it 25-13 in game number 4. As Bram wins it 3-1 over the top of Aiken. Have to see what happens here over the next handful of points if Ogilvie has the same fate. As they get that point there, as now they are within 1. We talked about they needed to get back in this game. Ruby Byer is serving them right there. 21-20 in favor of Pine City. This one comes across. Up by Rydberg. Heine. Brzezinski sends it across. Parsons up with it. He's going to get it right back from Pierce, and into the net it goes. 22-20. Precious little time remaining here in set number 4. And that one's long. Ogilvie will get it back now, trailing by 1, 22-21. Bailey Parsons to serve. Sends that one across just in front of Roberts. Heine sets over to the near side. Big swing down the line. Parsons got a piece of it, but it's up into the score. Up into the scoreboard. That was Taylor Tollefson with the big swing on the outside. Had a big right hand all night long. And the Dragons now 2 points away, 23-21. Ogilvie hoping to be able to come back Brzezinski will send it in. Burgraff up with it. Set over to the far side. Blocked, but on the Pine City side, Pierce able to fight through that block to get the kill. 23-22, and Burgraff will serve again now in a 1-point ball game. Burgraff sends this one across. Up by Rydberg. Will be over to the near side. And right to the back corner goes Tollefson. Right on that back edge. Right down that line. She has been line money all night long. 24-22 as Lewandowski comes in to serve. Looking for match point. Lewandowski sends this one across, up by Byer, close to the net. Knocked down by Pierce on a block, though. She read that beautifully. Heine tried to get a piece of that one to try to push it back over as it was just right close to the net, but Pierce did a great job kind of getting up there and swiping at it to keep it away from her hands. Up by Roberts on the bit serve. Roll shot, diving after it. Schultz able to get that one up. Up by Lewandowski, set over to the near side. Driving in after it this time. Tollefson doesn't get there. He didn't have quite enough momentum. That one was set really close to the net. And that one goes into the net, and we are tied at 24. Timeout called by Pine City. We'll come back here to Ogilvie for set number 4 when we return on WCMP.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 10. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom back here in Ogilvie. Josie Bitts sends this one in. Tied at 24 here in set 4. Taylor Tollefson dug out by Bitts, but it's just over the top of an outstretched arm of Schultz. And now once again, Pine City on the verge of coming away with the victory. 25-24. Ogilvie needs the point to keep it going. Pine City needs the point to end it. To the back row, Burgraff. Schultz. Pierce will push it across. Roberts up with it. Pine City an opportunity. Match point. Back set it goes Tollefson. Off a block. Dug out by Vanderplatz and returned by Byer. Tollefson. Heine. Near side now for Rydberg with the push. It's going to be up by Bitts. Set over to the far side, and Burgraff's just going to have to push this one over. Roberts up with it. Quick hit there by Heine. It's dug out and tapped across by Pierce. Almost caught Roberts off guard. Over to the near side. Rydberg to the back row. Bitts up with that one. And the return's going to be over by Pearson, pushed over and in. What a rally there by both teams. Be able to keep that one alive. And Pierce just out-leaped everybody at the net. That one was kind of an overpass, got real close, and Pierce pushes it across. Win by 2 here. So this is not a match point at all. Back for Shayla Johnson. Josie Bitts. Pierce sets now for Parsons, looking to take the advantage into this late stages extra points match. Sent back across by Heine. Byer. She'll get it right back from Pierce, and she's able to get that one off of the hands of Lewandowski. And Ogilvie now steering set point in the eye, trying to be able to force a decisive Game 5. 26-25 Lions. Cadence Pierce, left to right, sends this one over, up by Roberts. Heine, back set for Tollefson in the back row, over the top of the block. Just kind of a change-up more than anything, a little floater, and it drops in. And we're tied up once again at 26. Roberts will go back to serve. Sends this one over and in. Burgraff, the opposite libero, set into the middle, and Byer drives that one through, up by Tollefson and pushed back across by the Dragons. Opportunity for Ogilvie, but it's just going to be pushed over on a free ball. Heine to the back row, Pierce runs into Vanderplatz, but they're able to get it back across with Burgraff. Into the middle it goes, tapped across by Rasinski. Vanderplatz, Johnny on the spot with that one. Far side, Bailey Parsons to the back row, into the net, and it's going to be up into the chair official, and Ogilvie again, another opportunity to win set number 4. High drama here in Ogilvie. This time it's going to be Vanderplatz. Gabby Vanderplatz, the junior. Got him back in, then had a miss hit, looking to atone. Got that one in this time. That one's blocked at the net. Up by Parsons, quick tap by Beyer. Returned back by Heine. Up by Bitts, up to the front, and Beyer can't reach this one. I think Pierce wanted to try to put it on a dime and couldn't quite find the measure on that one. And we're tied at 27 again. Who is going to win this battle of wills in the late stages of set 4? Tumble shot there by Heine, up by Bitts. Been very impressed with her control on serve receive. That one by Halverson is long, and now advantage Pine City, 28-27. Heine with the match on her right hand. Over and in, up by Berggraf. Pierce, back sets near side. Beyer didn't get enough on it, and it's going to fall short of the net, and that'll be the final score of 29-27 as Pine City wins it over the top of the Ogilvie Lions. Pine City wins it 29-27. They win it 3-1 and take this match once again for the 12th year in a row. We'll come back and wrap things up on a post game here in Ogilvie, where we return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and he's loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9
WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Ogilvie as we wrap things up on a 3-1 victory by the Pine City Dragons. Thrilling night tonight here out at the ballpark. Game number 1 went by the way of the Pine City Dragons, 25-17. Ogilvie led 2-0, but otherwise it was all Ogilvie, or all Pine City rather, through the remainder of that first set. Second set was very back and forth between these two ball clubs as Ogilvie again jumped out to an early lead 5-0. They kind of went back and forth. Ogilvie held the lead, or at least a tie, all the way till about 22 or 21 they were tied, and then Pine City started to pull away at that point, winning 25-22. Set number 3, back and forth again, and this time Ogilvie battles back, coming from behind to be able to come away with the set 3 victory. 25-23 to force a fourth set, and then the fourth set an absolute thriller of a set as it was back and forth the entire way. Never more than 4 points between these two teams, and extra points, of course, is where we had to go. Both teams had an opportunity to be able to win that one. They had the advantage up a point after 25, but ultimately it ends up being the Pine City Dragons who win it 29-27. Absolutely a thrilling final here in set number 4 as Pine City goes on to win it 3 games to 1 over the top of the Ogilvie Lions. That extends that winning streak over Ogilvie now out to 12 straight games, played basically once a year. So 12 straight years here for the Pine City Dragons as they come away with the victory. We'll come back and wrap things up one more time on the postgame back here in Ogilvie when we return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom back on hand here in Ogilvie, wrapping things up one last time here for a 3 games to 1 victory by the Pine City Dragons over the top of the Ogilvie Lions. They win it 25-17, 25-22. Ogilvie takes game 3, 25-23, and then Pine City wraps it up with a 29-27 thriller in set number 4 to win it 3 games to 1 over the top of the Ogilvie Lions. That makes it 12 straight for the Pine City Dragons over the top of Ogilvie. In the last 16 years now, Ogilvie has only won once over the top of the Pine City Dragons. So it's been kind of a tough road there for the Ogilvie Lions. But tonight was an opportunity maybe that they had a chance to be able to come away with something, a little bit of a surprise on this one. The records kind of went out the window on this one, and both teams played very well tonight trying to be able to get that victory. Wrapping things up, though, the Ogilvie Lions with the loss now move to 9-8 on the year. Their next matchup is going to be Thursday against Crosby Ironton, and then this weekend they will be in Mora for a tournament. For the Pine City Dragons, they go to 4-15 on the year. They improve to 4-4 in conference play, and their next matchup will be on Thursday against Rush City, and then over the weekend, again, another tournament for them as they will be in Esco for a tournament there. Next matchups coming up for us here on WCMP will be on Thursday and Friday as we got more volleyball, and then, of course, Football Friday coming up here at the end of the week. A lot of games to be had all across the Q Media family of networks. If you're looking to find out what game we're going to be at, head to all of our socials or go to WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule or KBEK.com/broadcast schedule to be able to find out more. It usually has a list of games there, including an underlying game that is going to be a link to the respective YouTube feed. We have 5 of them to be able to bring you the video for most of the regular season games. Again, going to put it out there now. When we get to postseason, we're not allowed to be able to do any video, so just a regular season thing at this point. So go over there to be able to find out where we're going to be at next. My next matchup will be next week, as I am off for the weekend, have some other prior commitments going on this weekend up north, and I will be back on the air next weekend. So I hope you can join us for one of those, whether it be any of the volleyball or football this week or something that I'm going to have in the coming weeks. And until then, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. I want to thank all of our sponsors for jumping on board. You, our loyal listening audience, for sticking with us. And, of course, everybody for being a part of today's broadcast. My name is Andy Beckstrom for the Q Media Sports Team. And until next time, have a good night, everybody.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Pine Technical and Community College is turning 60. Are you an alumni or friend of the college? Join us for an all-class reunion and the grand opening of our brand new Tech and Trades Labs, Friday, October 10th. Reconnect with classmates, explore state-of-the-art learning spaces, and celebrate 6 decades of changing lives in our community. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 10th. In PTCC's brand new automotive lab. Details and RSVP at pine.edu/60 years. See you there.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float.